Buenos dias, Eagles. Welcome to show 256. I'm Kate.
And I'm Aaron. Thank you for joining us. We are glad to have you here.
As many of our AV students are shifting back into in-person learning after recent ICE activity in Minnesota drove people to online learning.
ICE's Metro Surge operation had a huge impact on our learning environment, as well as our community outside of school.
Let's hear what Joy and her team found out about how our community responded.
We all saw in the last episode how our community and students got together to protest what's happening with ICE. But now we'll give more insight on how it's affected our communities.
I felt scared and nervous for my family and my neighbors, especially because your neighborhood should be a place where you feel secure and not invaded with the wrong people. They were scared and stressed out because they weren't able to leave for work, run errands, or even go out to their mailbox without feeling unsafe.
In the kitchen, there's a lot of people that are worried due to their citizenship status or just their inability to speak English, that if they're going out to get groceries that they may get stopped and harassed or all of that.
As you can see, ICE has brought fear in ways that are indescribable, but it also builds an opportunity to come together as a community.
They decided to take it upon themselves to deliver groceries to them, to bring it into the kitchen where they can get it safely. They just couldn't stand to watch them be so afraid of going to get something as simple as groceries. If you live in the Apple Valley, Lakeville, Farmington, Burnsville area, we will load up a car, we'll drive to your house and deliver the products to your doorstep.
Yeah, so there was a team of us that came together to talk about what families were needing. And we came up with a list of grocery items as well as hygiene and personal household items. And we pushed a flyer out to AVHS parents. We actually had over the amount we needed, which was phenomenal. People were so willing to support the need and what's happening in our community. So I think it screams we have such a strong sense of community here.
Just people coming together to help, people organizing. I think it's really beautiful just watching everyone going out of the way to do something to meet that common goal.
Even though we can be put into negative situations, it doesn't make us lose each other, but makes us come together as one.
Stories like these remind us how important it is to support one another, and the support that our community and others throughout Minnesota provided to people in need is a ray of hope in otherwise dark times.
Recognizing the strengths and contributions of different communities connects directly to why culture awareness matters, which brings us to something we recently celebrated, Black History Month.
Good morning, everyone. We're ending off Black History Month, a time to recognize, honor, and celebrate the achievements, culture, and lasting impacts of African Americans throughout history. We start off by asking ourselves, what is Black History Month, and when did it really start?
So Black History Month began by Dr. Carter G. Woodson in 1926. It first was just a week in February called Negro History Week. It was later adopted by the federal government in 1976 to be honored during the month of February.
Wow, who knew Black History Month was originally just a week? And I thought February was short. Let's look into how Black History Month is represented throughout our school, especially through one of the clubs that has really shown out this year, the Black Student Union.
So BSU is Black Student Union, and it's basically a place where the kids can kind of share culture and be as Black as they want to be without worrying about being too Black or being in the way.
Freedom House Board was the first Black paramedics team, or the first paramedics team as a whole. What the purpose of them was to advance medical systems within ambulances, and they employed several Black Americans all across the U.S.
And that wraps up our coverage of Black History Month. Thank you for joining us along this journey of honoring the achievements made by Black Americans all throughout.
Even though February has passed, celebrating Black history shouldn't stop there.
Black History Month gives us time to highlight the achievements, cultural, and impact of the African diaspora, but that learning and that respect continues year-round.
Understanding history helps us understand the present.
And speaking of understanding, that also applies to us as students and how we handle schoolwork. Here are some quick study tips to help us all stay on track in this new trimester.
Studying can feel overwhelming, especially since most people do it wrong. Let's clear up two big study myths first. Myth number 1. Studying longer means learning more. In fact, it doesn't. Myth number 2. Music does not allow your brain to efficiently work. Here are 3 tips that do work. Tip 1. Actively test yourself. flashcards, practice questions, or explaining it out loud are all ways to help you memorize. Tip 2. Mix subjects instead of cramming one topic. It improves long-term memory and helps in the long run. Tip 3. Study somewhere distraction-free. Study smarter, not harder, and your grades will eventually follow.
Staying on top of schoolwork can be hard, but balancing schoolwork, family, all the things is important.
Thinking of balance, one thing that sometimes gets overlooked in our busy lives is the importance of having hobbies.
Hobbies can provide an escape from the stress of life, help you learn new skills, and allow us to scratch that creative itch.
This next story informs us about having interesting hobbies that might be new to many.
Take it away, Frankie.
Everybody deserves a hobby to unwind to. And today, I'd like to introduce to you my personal love, gunpla. Now, what is gunpla, you might ask? Well, it's derived from two words. Gun, coming from Gundam, a massively popular Japanese robot anime, and plastic. Together, they are gunpla, small-scale plastic models of various robots, or mobile suits as they're called within the franchise. Whether it be on a professional level or simply scoping things out, you get something out of it. Being at such small scales, it teaches you to master your hand-eye coordination, improve motor skills, and gives you an eye for minute details. There's something here for everybody, with price ranges of varying caliber. I'm confident everybody who's watching this video will be able to find something they enjoy. You don't want to invest a whole bunch of money. Direct yourself to an entry-grade gunpla, color accurate out of the box, and able to be built with any tools. Want something big, bold, and beautiful? Look for a master-grade gunpla.
It's what I get out of plastic modeling, a way for me to develop technical, artistic skill, cutting things with knives and X-Actos, working through value. I think it also is a great way to work in a tangible medium. Sometimes you want to get back to something that you can like feel and move and touch. So I think that's another thing that I really like about modeling.
I would say they benefited me with, one, just killing time. Nice tool to just keep my hands busy. I'm quite a fidgeter, which it's whatever during school, but at home I don't have all that much, so having something to do for maybe hours at a time has been pretty helpful.
In conclusion, gunpla is an amazing hobby that I implore all of you to research and try out. Even if it ends up not being for you, you've still got a memento from when you tried something new.
Some students have been getting into gunpla building model kits as a hobby.
It's creative, relaxing, and honestly kind of addictive.
And apparently, hobbies aren't the only thing making a surprise return.
2016 called. It wants its baggy jeans, lingo, and dance moves back.
Yup, 2026 is basically 2016 in disguise.
They say history repeats itself, but at our school it doesn't just repeat, it responds. From fashion trends making a suspicious comeback to slang that sounds oddly familiar, 2026 is starting to feel a lot like 2016. Are we evolving or just updating the same software? Today we're breaking down the evidence to answer one big question. Is 2026 actually the new 2016?
How old were you in 2016?
I was 8 years old.
I was 8 or 9.
Like the big 6 or 7.
And what were your favorite trends back then?
I loved Musical.ly and having a side part.
I really like fidget spinners and like those galaxy leggings.
Makeup videos like James Charles.
In 2016, I was a sophomore going into my junior year of high school.
In 2016, I was in high school, about to graduate, and it was great. Life was awesome.
You know, it was a formidable time for me. I was in high school. Lots going on in the world during that time. I think the trends were fun, like the mannequin challenge, if you think of that. Like the viral trends were a lot of fun back then.
Yeah, 2016, 2017, the world was normal-ish. There wasn't a pandemic, and things were good.
Have you seen how people have been trying to bring back 2016 on social media? If so, do you agree?
I get the yearning for the mass culture that we had in 2016.
And yes, I agree with it. It's awesome. 2016 was a good time, and we should bring it back.
So whether you're bringing back 2016 fashion, replaying throwback hits, or just loving the nostalgia, one thing is clear, what's old is new again. 2016 might just be proving that some trends never really go out of style. Thanks for watching. This is Anne reporting for EaglEye.
Looks like 2026 just became a time machine, and we're all stuck in 2016.
So if you see someone dabbing in the hallway, don't worry. It's just history repeating itself.
Eh? What?
Oh, nothing. Well, that's it for today's show, Eagles.
We appreciate you guys joining us, and as always,
Thanks for watching.